Have you ever been so tired, but even doing nothing feels exhausting? Somewhere along the way, everything just started to feel heavier. Even the smallest tasks feel heavy. Minimal effort can drain everything out of you. Some days, it's not even physical. It's like your mind is carrying a weight you can't put down. The kind that follows you from the moment you wake up to the moment you try to sleep. You're tired, but sleep can't fix this kind of tired. You asked life for comfort, and it handed you lessons, scars, and expectations instead. The past hurts because you remember how light everything you once felt. The present hurts because you think you're disappointing the younger version of yourself. And the future hurts because you're terrified of the hardships waiting for you there. They say things will get better, but you don't really believe them. Whenever you try to do something fun, there's always that voice in the back of your head asking, is this productive? Am I learning a new skill? Will this help my career? Is this going to make me money? And if the answer is no, it feels like you're wasting time. Like every moment has to be justified. Every hobby has to turn into something useful. Every break has to be earned first. So even when you're supposed to be relaxing, part of you never really switches off. And the more you try to improve, the higher the bar seems to move. No matter how much you grow, it feels like it's never enough. Sometimes I look around and see adults trying so hard to look like the opposite of a child. Always serious, always focused on their own responsibilities, always carrying themselves like they've got everything figured out. Like somewhere along the way, being grown meant you had to stop being curious, stop being playful, stop being light. Meanwhile, I just want to talk about a game I played last week, or some weird fact I learned at 2 a.m. The small random things that make the day feel a little less heavy. It's those simple joys I want to hold on to, the moments that don't look important from the outside, but mean everything when you feel them. Because I don't want to lose that inner child. When I was younger, I felt more alive. I got scared. I got lost. But something inside me was burning. This restless curiosity. This energy that made everything feel new. Back then, even the unknown felt exciting instead of overwhelming. Like no matter where I ended up, I was still moving towards something. Somewhere along the way though, it feels like I dropped a piece of the puzzle without even noticing. Now it feels like the world moves too fast. Like everything's about productivity and optimization. Like every step has to be calculated and efficient. And sometimes, I miss when life felt a little more messy, but a lot more alive. Laughter doesn't come as easily anymore. The things that used to make you smile barely move the needle now. Even the good moments feel quieter than they used to. Like the volume and everything got turned down without you noticing. And the worst part is, you know tomorrow will probably feel the same. The same routine, the same thoughts, the same weight sitting on your chest. There's just too much noise, too many expectations, too many comparisons, too many voices telling you who you're supposed to be. And somewhere in all the noise, it gets harder and harder to hear yourself. Back in school, I received the Student of the Year award. At the time, it meant everything to me. But now, it just feels like a worthless piece of paper. I was the ideal student. Good grades, well behaved, perfect attendance. But how does any of that actually help me now? Back then, I didn't know where I was going. But at least it felt like I was moving in a direction. Now it feels like I'm standing in an open field. No signs, no path, no map. My parents always push me to do my best, to chase the things I enjoy. But the push I really need has to come from within. And honestly, I don't even know what my best looks like anymore. I don't even know what I really want. Some days it feels like the only thing keeping me going is the fear of disappointing my parents. I want to tell them I tried my best. Most of my days are just me trying not to give up, forcing myself to take one more step, even when the motivation isn't really there. Not because I feel inspired, not because I suddenly figured everything out, but because stopping completely feels worse. But maybe you're allowed to slow down sometimes. You're allowed to rest, to breathe, to enjoy the things that make you feel even a little bit alive. Not everything you do has to be productive. Not every moment has to be optimized. You don't have to measure your worth by how much money you make, how impressive your achievements look, or how much you contribute to the world. You are more than what you produce. And maybe keeping that part of you that still gets excited over small things is not immaturity. Maybe it's survival. Maybe the goal was never to become someone who has everything figured out. Maybe the goal is just to keep going. A little softer, a little kinder to yourself than you were yesterday. Some days it's not about making big progress. It's just about not stopping completely. Just about showing up again, even if it feels small. And even if it doesn't feel like it right now. You're not as behind as you think. You're not as lost as you feel. And you're definitely not the only one walking through this fog. So take the break, watch the show, play the game, laugh at the dumb thing. The world will still be there tomorrow. And maybe, slowly, quietly, you'll start to feel that small spark again.